I felt so betrayed in the second episode of the new Iron Chef when Alton Brown calls it gochujang like 10 times. Alton, you're the food guy. Nobody on the entire staff of Iron Chef is gonna say it's gochujang. Gochujang. Gochujang is a spicy Korean red pepper paste that's included in lots of their cuisines. They're just saying gochujang over and over. It's not like a huge deal. It's just I'm just surprised. The same people who are like, please, for the love of God, do not call it pho, it's pho, are like, yeah, dude, you ever have gochujang? I love it. But then I don't even get me started. You know, the number of times people like they correct me without realizing that they're wrong. This joke does not kill in Twitch chat. Twitch chat hates this joke. Every time I'm at my in-laws' place, I tell this story, and it fucking destroys. They love it. Because they're Korean American, and I'm always like, you know what's annoying? Is when you're talking to other Americans, and you say Samsung, and they go, what the hell is Samsung? It's Samsung. Shit drives me crazy. Oh, what kind of phone do you have? Oh, it's a Samsung Galaxy. Samsung? What the fuck? That joke crushes my in-laws, man. I'm telling you. Is it really called Samsung? Yeah, the A in Korean, for the most part, it has that sound. It has like a sound. Annyeonghaseyo. What about Hyundai? Hyundai. Same thing. We say it like that in Europe. Common Europe dub. Stay winning. In-laws like, why is he telling the same joke for the 100th time? No, honestly, you can get away with it because like they got busy lives. Like, they got other shit going on. If anything, I think, like, most people, like, Twitch chat has really high standards. Sometimes I get called for using a reused joke from, like, 2017. They'll be like, you said that already when I was in 8th grade. And I'm like, damn, dude, come on. Trying to create 5 hours of content a day here. I might have to revisit some of the greatest hits. But for most people, when they hear a joke they already know, they kind of like it because it's like, they're like, oh, I don't even have to worry about whether I'm going to enjoy this one. I already know it's a slapper. That's me every day at work saying living the dream. Working hard, hardly working, hot enough for you. They'll let anybody into this place, etc., etc. They'll let anybody into it. It looks like they'll let anybody into this place. Love it, dude. Okay, you know what? I mean, we're using the Sun card. Well, you have to, some people are saying you anglicize some words when you put them in English. You have to remember that I got called racist by someone in Twitch chat. It's literally one guy. But I said, I call it pho because you can't win. If you ever say, hey, let's go out for pho, you run the risk of somebody being like, actually, it's called pho. And you have to be like, I know, I just didn't know if you knew, which is why I called it pho in the first place. And if you say pho, and then they go, what's pho? You go, oh, it's like a Vietnamese noodle soup that's rich in cilantro. They go, oh, you mean pho? And then you have to be the snob who is like, well, actually, it's pronounced pho. So I said, I'm sidestepping that shit, and I'm just calling it pho because that's the way it looks in the English language. And I was accused of being racist for not pronouncing things the way they actually are in the original language. Okay. So now, when you motherfuckers say, well, actually, in the commercials in the US, they say Samsung, well, I'm sorry to tell you, the people who make the commercials for Samsung in America are racist, okay? Because it's Samsung. I'm pronouncing everything in the exact intonation that it is in the language that it started from, okay? And it is not gochujang, it's gochujang, okay? We've come too far to slip backwards into the gochujang. The A sound, it's more like an sometimes, not always.